Hi everyone, thanks for registering for ISA 2021. This year, the conference, being a virtual one, will be held on Slack for the majority. And we know that many of you are not familiar with the features of Slack, so this video is essentially to help you get to know the basics which you'll pick it up over the conference days. So you don't worry at all. The first thing you have to do is go to your email where you would have received an invitation. So when you hit join now, a page will open up like this for you to sign in. So when you're signing in, if you're using the Google option, please make sure to use the email ID that you used to register for the conference, and if you are a resource person, then use the mail ID on which you have been corresponding with us, because those are the IDs that will be adding to the ISC Slack workspace. So when you log into the Slack workspace, it will launch and this is what it looks like. The first thing you have to do is go to the top right hand corner where you can edit your profile. In my case, I have already added my information, but put your full name down the display name. All organizing committee members and volunteers will have a tag in brackets after the name, so you can easily find them. Next, upload a photo and then save your changes. We request all of you to try and do as soon as you log in, and we request you to try and log in at least a day in advance of the conference, so that if you have any issues with logging in or any questions, once you know that you have explored the workspace a little bit but still you have a doubt, you can write to us and clarify those doubts. So upload your profile, and then the next thing you have to do is go to these channels that you see here. This is where the different events will be happening. The most important channels is announcement page, where we will be regularly announcing upcoming sessions and anything else that we think you should know of. And that's where the new notification on a particular channel named channels will be in bold, and so that's how you know that there's a new information on a particular channel and you should go check it out. The announcement tag will be in bold every time if there's a new announcement, so please do come here and look at what's been posted. For instance, we have a morning workshop led by different speakers, so before the session is about to start, like I said, there will be an announcement made in the announcement channel. There will also be a message posted on the channel, so it becomes bold and your attention gets drawn there when you go to this page. This page has nothing to do right now, but you'll get two things in general. One is a general message about the session that is about to start, and you'll see a video link. So when you click on that video, the video will start playing within the Slack itself. However, if you're using mobile to log into the Slack, then the video will take you to the YouTube app, and that's when it starts playing. There will also be a thread that's entered that says please post your questions for the speaker right here, and we would like you to do so. If you hover over it, you will see all the small icons that open up, and there's one that says reply in thread. So click in the tab which opens on the right, so that you can see that where you would like to post your questions. For instance, you can tag someone like this. So you can tag the person and ask the question right. So tag whoever the speaker of the particular session and ask them your question. And what will happen is the moderator within the Zoom session that's going on and that's been streaming on Slack. So once you tag a person and ask them the question right, so tag whoever the speaker of that particular session is and ask them your question. And what will happen is the moderator within the Zoom session that's going on will take the questions from the Slack channel, and the speaker will take up your questions at the end and then answer them, and the pending questions will be answered directly in the Slack channel, right? So that's pretty much how all the sessions will work with minor modifications. But for you as a participant, essentially what you need to remember is to come to the respective channel and then the time of the session and to post questions for whoever the speaker. But the other important channels are not, of course, there will be a guide to Slack channel where the video will be pasted, but at the same time there will be a Word document which has some of these tips summarized for easy access. There is a help desk channel where if you have any questions either about the Slack sessions or general queries about the conference, that's where you go, and all volunteers will be there to answer all your questions and help you out there. And there's an introduction channel which we would really like you to engage on the very first day, where you can introduce yourself, your organization name, and what are your interests, and what you want to tell to your fellow participants. If you see someone that you know and if you share similar interest, if you want to acknowledge that you have read somebody's and you know that you can hover and use the emoticon option, and you know the thumbs up, wave, whatever seems appropriate to you. You would like to respond to a particular participant, use a reply in thread option and then reply them, hi, I'm too interested, if you know whatever, right? So get to know each other there. The other thing, of course, to note is below the channels you have an option for direct messaging. You will see some of you with the members who are currently in the Slack interface, but you can also press the plus button and search for the person here. So if you are search there we have to go, and there will be a list of people that pop up, and then you can message them to essentially if you like to have a private conversation with somebody. However, we would request that if you're talking to a plenary speaker or a student presenter, basically anyone who is presenting information at the conference, if you have a question, ask them publicly in the particular Slack channel, so that the other conference participants can also see your questions and see the responses that it gets. If you want to have a private conversation, that's when you should use DM, direct messages option, to directly talk to people, and it's also where you would like to talk to any of the organizing members specifically on something, that is where you can reach out privately. And that's pretty much it for the Slack workspace. The small things to note is right at the top of, you will see the thread option. So threads, as I said, is what is happening on the left tab. Here what you reply to a specific message, and when you reply in thread, someone and all your latest threads that you are part of will show up there. And if someone adds or joins a conversation that you are in a part of, then the particular tab will be open and in bold, and that's how you get to know that you have there's a reply in thread option. And one more optional thing you can do is go to the preferences, go to the sidebar, and add a number of things to your sidebar if you think that will help you to know all the unread DMs, all of your mentions and reactions, just to help organize the different conversations that you are a part of. So this is really important, all saved items, for instance, right? So then all of these new tabs options will be open up on the left side of the bar. Just know that if you forget to reply in thread option to the speaker channel, but if instead of posting question in thread, if you say I have a question and ask it here, just do note that the volunteers will be moving your questions onto the thread. So they'll be copying the questions and adding it to the thread, it should be, and they will tag you in it, so that you know that the question has been moved, and they will paste it in the right channel, and then they will delete your message. Please don't take this personally. It's just a way for us to keep the Slack channel looking organized, and to make sure all the questions through the speaker are in one particular place, and it's easier for them to find the questions that you have asked and reply you. So we will have volunteers in every Slack channel keeping things organized, but you will always be tagged in the message that has been moved, so you'll be always notified when you reply. And so that's pretty much brings up to the end of the Slack tutorial. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, some of the key features related aspects will be in a Word document on the guide to Slack channel. Thank you again for joining us this year, and we are looking forward to meeting you all.